Alright, welcome back to my Let's Play of Geneforge 1, here on my channel, Idle Wisdom. We rejoined Shaper Evodius here in, this Elra's Keep, and if you recall, last episode, we had made more progress in heading east, on the other side of the bridges here, and we went to the Quiet Marshes, where we met the servile hermit, what was her name? Not Sensia, Clois, and she told us that the Shapers 200 years ago had apparently discovered the secret of what basically genetics, and that they had found that all the information on how a creature would grow and what its characteristics, physical characteristics would be like, was contained on little tiny microscopic scrolls contained and all distributed throughout the body. And that they learned a way to adjust and manipulate these scrolls to wondrous but, kind of frightening effect. But it scared them, and they left the island, abandoning the serviles and everything else here in the process. And you told her about the Geneforge, and then she was like, that is the core then of all the secrets here on Susha Island, where everything's going to tie together. So, and she said we can come back and talk to her every so often if we want her opinion on things, which, I don't know. We'll see. So for this episode, we need to head further east. We're now at the part of the game where we have to approach Kazg, the town of the Takers. And we're told that we've been told by Takers that we can approach the town and they'd be willing to speak with us. And so, at least initially, so I don't know. And we've been told by other people, by I think the scout here in the servile outpost. I think his name's, what was his name? Oh, the Obeyer scout. So there's two different ways we can approach. We can approach from the Kazg plains to the north, where the warriors are strong but the people are calmer, or from the Kazg ruins, where the warriors are weaker but they're also less stable. So I think since we seem to have a okay with the Takers for the moment, diplomatic status for the moment, we're going to go north to the Kazg plains. Something I find odd is like you're saying about the drakes. The drakes being, a type of creation that is no longer made, that is barred or whatever for the most part. Is that for the most part is it like the drake boats, those living crafts that we, like Evodius here, was sailing on to get to his assignment, to his school? Those are drakes. Are they modified to the point where they're not intelligent like a normal drake? I don't know. Anyways. Or are they really just a big, gigantic Fiora, and they just call it a drake? Alright, you stare out at the plains, north of the city of Kazg. It is a bleak sight. The land is dead. It has dried up, and you see nothing but a wide expanse of dusty, barren land and dying plants. This can't be a natural effect, though you can't be sure whether the Shapers are responsible or someone else. However, the serviles here have been very industrious. To the north, by the river, the serviles have made crude irrigation ditches, and they are growing crops in dirt dragged in from the other more fertile areas. The serviles here must not be fond of your kind. There were several statues of Shapers lining this road, and the creations here have taken great pains to destroy them. Alright. Oh yeah, you see right here, all the Shaper statues have been, all 6 of them have been knocked down at the knee, taken down at the kneecaps. Let's see, the obelisk has been defaced. So we're not going to get a warm like, oh my goodness, thank goodness you've come. Unless it was, we needed practice, seeing if we could kill a Shaper. Maybe they might be happy about that, I don't know. Kazg is working hard, very hard, to reclaim as much of their farming land as they can. They've been bringing fresh dirt in, laboriously, a basket at a time. There are also plants from other areas brought in, old scavenged clay pots. The serviles you've met may be violent and strange, but you must admire their persistence and ingenuity. They still have a long way to go. The crops they have planted so far are sparse and sickly. So their fields are apparently not very good, but these patches where the plots are, apparently they brought in dirt from other parts of Susha Island. Maybe we can find out why the dirt here is so barren. Oh, here's a guard. Well, this may be the moment of truth. Amina. You meet one of the guards in the north gate of Kazg. He looks like an experienced warrior, and his face has the cold, calm expression you've seen many times on more experienced guardians. He nods to you, clearly unimpressed, and begins to speak in a businesslike manner. Shaper, I've been sent to greet you when you approach. You are at the outskirts of Kazg. Fair warning. Your safety here is not guaranteed. Now we I am a Shaper. How can you threaten me? I mean, the whole idea of the Takers is that we're going to threaten you. So that's kind of silly. Let's just ask the more practical question of, will I be attacked if I enter Kazg? Yes. The guards there are eager to meet you in battle. I doubt I could control them if they got a chance to actually fight and slay a Shaper. Well, I'm not going to ask the soldiers why they hate Shapers, so let's say I wish to enter Kazg and speak with your leaders. How is this possible? I would need to escort you into town myself, but first I need to believe it is worth it. I do not want one of your kind in my home, no matter what Gnorrel says. Gnorrel? Who is that? It's probably the leader, right? Gnorrel is our leader. She rules the Takers. She says that there is a certain Shaper she wishes to see, but she said nothing about how to identify him or her later. I don't think any Shapers can be trusted, so I will not help you pass. Well, we can ask him if he should obey his orders, but I can tell you from personal experience that just pisses people off. Being asked that makes me pretty irritated. Nope. Let's see. Servile farmer. Warrior servile. Where is Amina Blade? Yep, this servile is attacking us. This servile warrior. Well, sorry, pal, but you picked the wrong fight. Okay, let's ask him again. Will I be attacked? Yes, the guards want to fight us. Obviously, as this one just attacked us to his own disadvantage. I wish to enter Kazg. I would need to escort you, and I don't really want to, and I don't care what our leader says. And then we can say, if you want me dead, don't you think the best way is to bring me, the best way to bring that about would be to bring me to your leader? I won't die out here. And I think Amina Blade has seen that, since we just snuffed one of his warriors. Oops, I did not mean to do that, sorry. I won't die out here. He stopped, surprised. This clearly hadn't occurred to him. That is true. I do not think I could kill you. Gnorrel, however, definitely could. Well, follow me, Shaper. I will lead you to the gate. Watch yourself, though. The slightest theft, the slightest crime, and we will swarm you. You are not master here. Alright, cool. Alright, well, sorry about that. Well, maybe it was a good demonstration for Amina Blade here. Amina. I don't think this... Yeah, the soldiers will not attack us anymore. For now, anyways. Defend Kazg! Fight for the Takers! Let me make sure this is... Amina, okay. It says friendly. That's, you know, gameplay-wise, it's he's friendly. He's not friendly, for reals. As you can tell. But let's go back. Let's explore this area first. Now, it'd be more realistic to actually go talk to the leader. Let's talk to... We're going to play this a little bit more realistically. So we'll have to go back out to the Kazg Plains. You step into the city of Kazg for the first time. When the serviles here see you, the response is immediate. Shouts of alarm are raised, weapons are drawn, farmers and children run for safety. I do wonder, I mean, I guess Shapers look very, very iconic. I guess they do, because they haven't seen, as far as we know, any Shapers for the past 200 years, and none of these serviles are even that old. So it's, you know, I don't know. But then again, Shapers are very big on making big statues of themselves, so I guess, you know. Anyways, you raise your hands in a ready pose, prepared to defend yourself. However, before anyone can end up dead, a large servile in a steel breastplate runs between you and your assailants. Wait, he shouts. By the orders of Gnorrel, until Shaper commit crime against us, The Shaper is not attacked. No blades, no threats. The Shaper has business with us and is not yet foe. Go back to business. The words have the desired effect. As the serviles slouch back to their business, casting dark looks at you, the armed servile approaches. I echo blade. You no friend to me, but we may have business. Gnorrel waits in center hall. Go to her. You be full of peace here. One step wrong or crime, and we fall on you. We have no love of Shapers, only business if need be. Echo turns and walks back to that massive stone hall in the center of the keep. Alright. From here, you are able to get a good look at Kazg. Though it is as barren and dusty as the rest of the area, it is still a massive and impressive fortress. This must have been the administrative center for the Shaper facility when it was active. From here, all of the orders and directives which governed the colony emerged. Most likely the decision to abandon Susha Island came out of here too. This may be your best chance to obtain clues about what happened here and why the island was barred. AKA, if you recall back, that's a reminder to think back to what that one, Sage Dinah, whatever her name was, the Learned Dinah in the Pentel told us that the best records were kept in Kazg, that there's a taker, the taker sage has access to all the best records. So we may need to go talk to him and or do some sneaking around. But first we have to see if we're going to even live to do that. Let's talk to the leader. Gnorrel. There's an old servile standing behind the long table. She looks like she's been alive for many years, all of them hard. And when she sees you for the first time, she has to exert a great effort to keep herself under control. Part of her wants to attack you. She is sorely tempted to just call the guards and have it out here and now. But she has other plans, so she controls her rage and hatred. And after a few long moments, she gains enough control to speak. Shaper, you have come to us. I am Gnorrel, leader of the Takers. Though I am a sworn enemy of your kind, I am able to deal with you personally without rage. Come and we may speak. Okay. Let's see. I want to learn about the Takers. We've heard about them. We've heard that they're unstable fanatics from who have responded badly to years and decades of neglect and abuse. That's what the Awakened told us. And then, or centuries even. And then we've heard that they're horrible, vile, verminous, traitorous scumbags from the Obeyers. But we may as well see what they have to say about themselves. I'm glad. I will tell you our story, if you choose to hear it. Your servile troubles don't interest me. Well then, why did you ask me to tell you about them? I just wanted to show you how much I... Oh wait, why are the guards coming? Alright, tell me your story. We serviles have lived in Kazg for many years. After you Shapers left us, it was hard. You have many tunnels and warrants to the north, and creatures came out of them and savaged us, and the land slowly grew worse, and we don't know why. The plants died and we were hungry, and we died, but we were loyal. We believed that you created us, and for that we owed you a debt. But as the years passed, we suffered more and more, and we grew angrier. Then what happened? Then one of us stepped forward. His name was Lost. One day, he went to the middle of the square, mad with hunger and anger, and he raised his fist and he shouted. He yelled, "The Shapers are wrong! They torment! They bad! We must take our free!" What happened to him? Oh, he was killed. We were loyal to your kind then, and the guards struck him down immediately. But the idea was planted, and as the years passed, typo, more and more came to repeat his words. We call ourselves Takers now, because we will take our freedom from you, however we can. You lost all right to control us when you left us here. Alright, so we have three options. We can say, I think you are a bunch of rogues, and I think in the end we will have to destroy you. That is definitely the Shaper line. Second is, well, if you do think you should be free, I think that is only right. I hope it will not be necessary to fight over it, though. I think that's definitely an Awakened point of view. Or we can ask her, what do you want from me? Let's start with the awakened point of view, because obviously, man. yeah, let's see what she says. Oh, I hope so too. But not all of my people feel that way. If what we are planning works, it will not be necessary to have bloodshed. Well, that's interesting. What do you want from me? We want you to ally with us. We have certain plans in motion, but we need a shaper to work with us. If you do, you will be fighting for justice, for freedom, for the creations you have treated so badly. There's more to it than that. If you will help us, you will gain power. If you help us, we can make you strong, incredibly strong, stronger than your masters will ever let you be. Help us, and you can take some of the power hidden on this island. Ruh-roh. Now, I mean, if you're playing as a strict shaper character, especially if this was one of the later games, say like in Geneforge 2, especially is a good example, where it's possible to get sufficient training without using canisters and that sort of stuff. This would definitely be perhaps a bigger dilemma, but I mean, here on Susha Island, I mean, the only way Evodius has been able to learn skills, for the most part, has been with canisters, and so he's already, in a sense, he's modded up considerably. He's illegally shaped, as the shapers will say. So I don't know. I think the gusto he's been engaging with those, or taking those, using the canisters with a lot of gusto, to the point where, if you remember, was it last episode? Yeah, he was retching because his body is changing so quickly. I don't know. So, well, I have another question. What other dealings do you wish to have with me? Okay, let's ask why, although I think we know why, but why have you not attacked me? I have let you live and approach me because my allies want your help, and we want your help. We want you to ally with us, and we have much need and much to offer. Her allies. Which allies could these be? Do you think these are the outsider humans? Let's ask her about that. What do you know about the outsider humans? They are called the servile. When you are allied with the takers, there is much I can tell you. Alright. Let's say I'm trying to find a boat. Where can I find one? See, she's not going to tell us. If you were allied with the takers, I might help you. Wow, that's interesting. So now we can tell her that we want to ally with the takers, but I don't know if we want to or not. At the very least, that's a big commitment. Because with the Awaken, it's more of a matter of, although I don't know, Gnorrel doesn't seem totally unreasonable, but we have no idea what she means by, if our plans work, we won't have to fight. I mean, is it like, if our nuclear bomb project goes off just fine, we won't have to fight because, all the shapers will be dead? I mean, is that what, we don't know. So let's actually, I just want to see if she has anything else to say. Ta-ta. Help us, okay. Well, that's probably going to be all we're going to ask for right now. So if we want to join the takers, we can talk to leader Gnorrel. Let's look around. Echo Blade. Oh, here's the guy. You meet a servile with a thick steel breastplate and a long sword. The breastplate looks like it has been passed down for centuries and has seen damage of dozens, if not hundreds, of battles. The servile wearing it is similarly worn. I am Echo Blade, Shaper, warrior and loyal taker. I have been instructed to speak with you and enlist your help in several battles of value to the takers. Okay. The takers are opposed to my kind. Why should I help you? Let's ask. Because if you help us, we might ally with you. We can offer you much knowledge and much power. Do not underestimate us, Shaper. Speak to Gnorrel and you will learn more. Lately, things have gotten better for reasons I should not discuss with you. Alright. So what do you think I should do besides speak to Gnorrel? East of here, there's a band of outsider humans. Leave Kazg to the east. Cross the bridge. If you say I allow it, the guards there will let you pass. Travel to the wet, dank caves to the east. Kill the outsider humans you find there. Do this for me, and I will pay you well. This will be a token of the power the takers can offer you for your help. Why do you want them dead? Because Gnorrel wishes it. Do this, and you will be well rewarded. Alright, well that's it for now. Thank you very much. And you have to really get used to that. The Takers are always wanting you to kill somebody. They remind me of the Shapers in that way. These are just warrior serviles at sea. Anything to say? You make a bit of small talk with this person, but don't learn anything interesting. Huh. I guess these soldiers are more on Gnorrel's program. They're more... Let's see, this is an art gallery, filled with the sort of abstract sculptures beloved by Shapers. The serviles have not yet destroyed them. Huh. So the Shapers like abstract sculptures. I have to admit, I am not the biggest fan. I can appreciate some abstract sculptures when they're done well, but quite a bit of it I find, yeah, lame. What's in here? Oh, can anyone see us? No, no one can see us. Here, you guys keep watch. Tell me if anyone's coming. Houghton. This servile can barely keep himself upright, but when he sees you, he stands to attention. He looks hungry, and he's been beaten badly. Shaper, at last! I am Houghton. I'm an obeyer. At last you have come. Why have you been imprisoned here? I mean, I guess we can guess he's an obeyer. I was sent by Rydell. I'm supposed to watch what the Takers are doing here. I was found out. Now, though, I can give my information to you. You will surely help us against the evil Takers. What do you want me to know? The Takers here, they deal with the outsider humans. They are called the Shallite. You must tell Rydell. You must warn him. Tell him. Who is the leader of these humans? As if we didn't know this already. All I know is his name. They are led by one called Trajkov. He was their leader when they came here from over the sea, and he leads them now. He lives in the tunnels to the north. Well, what do the outsiders want? There is something called the Geneforge. I don't know what it is or what it does, but I know it is here. And the Takers and the Shallite seem to think it holds the key to everything. I tried to talk to the rebel Shallite. I could not reach them. Those are probably the ones that Echo Blade wants us to kill. There are some of the Shallite. They are hiding in a cave to the east, outside the outskirts of Kazg. The Takers track them in the cave. Find them, reach them, talk to them. He chokes. They know things, valuable things, I'm sure of it. You're very ill. Can I help you? Please, Shaper, do not. Soon the Takers will haul me out, and they will kill me. And I will show them how a servile should die. The true belief of the true will of the Shapers. If one servile must die to forward the will of your kind, that is a small price to pay. And I will not eat, and I will not escape. Whoa. I'm sorry, dude. Now, if we say this dude is a true believer, I mean, like a literal super true believer. There's obeyers and there's super obeyers, and this is like a super obeyer. If we say you're wise and noble in your way, we Shapers approve of your obedience. I mean, that is a more or less legit Shaper way of looking at it, or party line. Or, this is mad. You should not sacrifice yourself in such a way for us or anyone. I mean, that seems like the reasonable thing to say. That's definitely someone who has started to not drink the Shaper Kool-Aid, though. Now the question is, has Evodius drunk enough of the not Shaper Kool-Aid, or quit drinking the Shaper Kool-Aid? I think he's going to say, I don't think this is a good idea. Do not attempt to test me, Shaper. Do not try to lead me from the true path. I am weak enough as it is. Alright. Well, I'll tell your leader that where you are. Poor dude. Oh wait, there's a dead servile in the next cell. Never mind me as I just go through your prison or your jail. I'm just making the rounds, as I do in other people's fortresses. I think we would probably be in trouble if all these serviles attacked us. Let's see how strong is Gnorrel. She's weak. She's got no hit points whatsoever. How about this guard? 97, that's a decent amount of hit points. How about Echo Blade? He's pretty well hit pointed. Alright, well, that's all we're gonna do with them for this moment. Now we can kind of look around Kazg. Let's talk to the serviles. Servile farmer. You meet a small, weary servile. He must be a farmer. He's covered in dirt, and he's carrying a sack of seed and some heavy tools. What do you want, shaper? He says while staring at the ground. How's your farming going? Farming bad. Farming always bad. We lived here as long as we remember in Kazg, in this dusty, dirty place, where the land dies little more each year, getting more hungry, getting more weak. As he speaks, he stares at the ground. You shapers leave us like this, and now you return and want us to obey. We not ask for freedom like weak awakened. We take our freedom. We take it from you. Who's in charge here? He points to the huge building. Gnorrel is there. She is leader, our leader, leader of takers. She will tell you. Alright, thanks. Are you another farmer? Pula. Nope, you're a named servile. So let's actually, I mean, I imagine all these serviles have names, but you know, story-wise, this servile has a name. Pula. This servile is walking around, trowel in hand, looking at the crops that are growing there. It looks like they have been torn up. No, it looks like they have torn up most of the flagstones to make more room for plants. Maybe the dirt here is better. Hello, shaper. I am Pula. I am a humble farmer. She's nowhere near as hostile as most of the serviles here. Why are you growing things inside the fort? The dirt around Kazg has died. We bring in dirt of our own, living dirt. We bring most of it in here, which can be protected and watched. What can you tell me about Kazg? Kazg is a large place full of many twists and turns and interesting things. There are many takers here who have many beliefs. Oh, that's interesting. So what do you think of the takers? I think they want a war with shapers, a great bloody war. I think they might do good, but there are influences against it. I think shapers should beware. I think in some ways takers are wise, but some go too far. Such as, if you go out through East Gate and go north, you find a small sect of takers who have a passion for death of shapers beyond anything I imagine. If you go near them, they just kill you. They hate Gnorrel for thinking we can deal with some shapers. Their hate goes to madness. So those are the super takers, apparently. So these are the normal takers. Pula seems to be a kind of a chill taker, but apparently there are super duper takers. Although, I mean, in a sense, that's not that much more radical than the ones who are out the front gate, who, like that one we had to fight. Let's see. I guess those super takers would not be deterred from a command, obviously, from Gnorrel. What can you tell me about Kazg? Okay, are there any particular twists and turns in Kazg which might interest me? That seems like a dangerous question to ask her. Well, there is a tower in southwest corner of fort. It is guarded, but careful ones can slip past patrol. It is chambers of learned Toivo, and I know he has valuable notes back there. Why are you helping me? That's an interesting question, right? I only want freedom. I not know how I want it, but I know we are not going right way. I must now return to my work. And she walks away, trowel in hand. Huh. She seems like she's torn between something between the takers and the awakened. Warrior serviles. This guard looks very thin and hungry. His weapon is old and rusty. When you approach him, he looks up at you with fear and loathing. Like most takers, he hates you. Shaper, he says, I am told to let you be, but I watch you. You do wrong, we all make you pay. And he returns to his watch. Alright, wow. That is a thing. For sure. And that's not a very big revelation. As all things are really things. And all things that are things are things. How about you? Kazg. The effort of preparing food for many serviles in central Kazg has left this servile bent and tired. Still, she labors on. When she sees you, though, you notice she picks up a sharp knife. I, Kazg. This my kitchen. No shaper welcome here. Why do you threaten me? I have just learned about... Come on, Evodius, don't be dumb. Is it difficult doing cooking for Kazg? Many hungry mouths, never enough food, something no shaper ever knows anything about. You leave me be. Alright, we'll go. Let's actually take a quick peek. Hopefully she doesn't turn on us. Okay, it's just kitchen stuff. I just wanted to see. My curiosity got the better of me. Your curiosity will be the death of you. What's in here? Nothing, and we're not going to take their treasure chests. Seems like a good way to start a huge fight that I don't want. Servile farmer. Okay, sorry to bother you. Let's talk to this one. I think we're going to have to end this episode a little bit before we have explored this whole town. But this is a breeding hall. The serviles have been growing new mines. The fungal creatures are mating and slowly growing in the pits to the west, since they don't become volatile until they have lived many months. They can be transported safely, yet this is another thing you thought only shapers could do. The serviles here have taken a valuable and powerful shaper skill and made it their own. Well, this seems like, I mean, maybe mines are easier to breed than living tools and batons, but I don't know, maybe the takers are just better at this than the serviles to the west. This servile's robes have many pockets, and tools and bits of shaper artifacts poke out of each one. She looks too distracted by her work to have many opinions on politics, taker or otherwise. I'm Kazg. What do you want? She doesn't even look at you when she speaks. You aren't even sure if she knows you're a shaper or not. What is your job here? I'm a tinker. Some of us still pass down old servile tinker knowledge because it is useful. I help work on growing useful creations and on making land grow. You grow creations. We cannot make them. We cannot use magic. Shapers breed us to not have magic, but we can grow living things left to use. So I grow mines and spore boxes and other devices. Gnorrel asks and I provide. She works hard to help serviles, so I help her. But why is the land here so barren and dusty? I do not know. It come upon us over years, starting when my grandfather was alive. Land to north barren. The area crawls south. Not know what causes it. Have many plans though to make land more fertile. Working hard so we may eat. Do you have any devices that you could sell to me? No, I give no help to one who is not taker. I loyal. Alright, well. Yes. Alright, that's all. Thank you. Yes, she is not so unaware that she's going to sell things to non-takers. And let's see, one more conversation. Warrior servile. Okay. Well, let's actually just go back to the center of town, and I think I'm going to call this episode. In the next episode, we will continue to explore Kazg, and maybe go out to the Kazg plains to the north, and explore around there as well. Man, after all that reading and talking, my throat is just wrecked. I couldn't possibly, not just kidding. Anyways, so thank you for joining me on this episode of my Let's Play of Geneforge 1 here on my channel Idle Wisdom. Take care, y'all.